solo one by Matt. He's going to be doing Romsey versus Fleetlands, because as you can tell, I'm occupied with this lovely new bundle of joy here, which I'm going to spend the next 2 or 3 Saturdays trying to keep alive. She's already got good taste, as you can tell, but hopefully she's not going to look this sleepy when she's watching Matt on screen later.
When you come to Romsey, there's plenty of pubs in the town centre to choose from, all about 15-minute walk from the ground. I'm in the Phoenix Bar and Food Place. Very nice pub, nice little bit of decor, as you can see from behind me. Good selection of beer on taps. Got myself a Foster's. It is football day, so Foster's. £3.75, not too bad, not too pricey. The food selection is pretty good in here as well, so if you fancy a bit of food before the game, good place to come in. A lot of local people in here already, as you can hear in the background. Quite a popular place in Romsey by the look of it, so definitely worth popping into if you're coming down to the football. Situated from the ground is about a 10-minute walk. Most of the other pubs in the town centre are about a 15-minute walk. It's not too far from the train station as well, so quite easy to get to. So when you're walking through Romsey, heading towards the ground, why not pop in the Phoenix out? Have a beer beforehand, before going into their very lovely clubhouse. By Jamie, the commercial director at Romsey Town Football Club. Tell us a little bit about Romsey.
Yeah, so I've come in probably the last 2 or 3 weeks really. I've sort of been dotted around at other clubs. I've spent a few years at Winchester, sort of head of youth, and briefly at some Wessex Prem clubs this year. This opportunity came up to come in and hopefully help them off the field commercially, which, as we all know, normally helps the team on the field. It's like yourself, you've probably been a few times. The club, I feel, should be higher. It's a big town.
Yeah.
It's a good ground. Like I think there's clubs in the league that would chop their hand off for some of the facilities that are here. It just needs to be redone up a bit. I think what we're trying to do over the next few months is really try and get into the community, redo the clubhouse, redo other bits around the ground, and the sponsorships that I've spoken to recently have really been keen to come on board and renew.
Excellent.
So it looks like it's going well the first 2 weeks I've been here, but I think it's going to be, hopefully you'll come back at some point this season, but I think next season you'll see a lot of hopefully different things at the club, which that's what we want.
So what sort of challenges do you face sort of behind the scenes trying to get sponsors involved?
That's a big Excel spreadsheet list that I have at home, I tell you that. To be fair, I've, again, even today I only just met the groundsman, Wayne, who's just seems like the best guy. He's obviously been at Tottenham, AFC Tottenham. He's seen how well they've done over the last few years. But the challenges are, I came in and you look around, you see there's a sponsorship, and not having someone commercially, most weren't active. When I've contacted them, they're like, they want to support the club. They're keen. As soon as you talk to them, they're like, yeah, we want to continue. We've just had no one contact us. And that is the problem with, I think, most clubs that I've even been at recently. The youth, obviously I was at Winchester when they made that massive integration, and that's, I think everyone can see how well that's done. And then I've been at Hive recently this year with Morsey, and he's doing a fantastic job. I was with Jados, he's left Blackford. But even those clubs aren't fully connected with their youth, and before you go anywhere, I think that's what you have to do. So we have meetings coming up with our youth, and we're hoping to sort of really integrate them as part of it. I've literally come from a meeting this morning with our one of the local clubs in Romsey, like the Conservative Club, Foreign Legion Club, and trying to sort of make connections with them, with getting people here, because that's what we need. I'm already having to go one of the players, but that's what the club needs. We average, to be fair to Romsey, they average a good gate considering, I'd say, how little they advertise in a way. They average 100 plus. There's teams in Wessex Prem that average less than that. So they need to see that as a positive, and how can we improve? I feel like this town should be averaging 200 plus, no matter what level they're at, and that's a challenge.
Two teams with contrasting form at the minute. Romsey are 7 without a win. Fleetlands were 8 undefeated until last week's 2-1 defeat away to Leamington Town. We're going to start off Romsey. They currently sit in 12th position in Wessex Division 1. The last 3 league games were a 5-2 defeat away to Newport Isle of Wight, a 1-0 defeat here against East Cowes Victoria, and a 3-0 loss at Fawley's at the Brickability Stadium. Their top scorer this season is Archie Greenoff with 9 goals. He's back for Romsey. He's on the bench today. The second top scorer, Josh Bowerman, with 7. He's also on the bench. Hubert Segielka, who started the season with Leamington Town, scoring 10 goals, is 2 in 7 for Romsey. But very young side, Romsey. They're always good at bringing youth players through, but they've got some experience in their team as well. Owen Holloway has been here for 4 seasons, and Craig Bryant, who made his debut in 2012. This is his 11th season in the club, 2 seasons away at Alresford, so they had a bit of experience to their sort of team. Visitors, Fleetlands, like I said, 8 undefeated till last week's lost to Leamington Town, 8th in Wessex Division 1. Their last 3 games was that 2-1 defeat away to Leamington, a 4-1 win at home against a Monkey Powder Park, against, best name in the league for a ground, against Amesbury, and a 4-3 local derby win away to Clanfield. Their top scorer is Ollie Page. He's got 12 in 23. He scored 13 in 22 last season after coming in from Alresford. Nathan Gray is a player, again, we've seen on the vlogs before, playing for Millbrook. He's their second top scorer with 11 in 21. But Jake Bartlett's another ex-Millbrook player who's playing for Fleetlands now. He had a little spell at Downton. He's now at Fleetlands. They started the season pretty meh form, basically. Steve Claridge has gone out, Matt Powell has come in as manager, and since then they've been on the up. This is going to be an interesting game today. Definitely, 2 teams will both be looking to take the 3 points home. Save. Big HT. It is Romsey Town 2, Fleetlands 2. The game started a bit of a slow burner. Not a lot really happened until about the 17th minute when Romsey took the lead. It was a goal from Maciej Masinkowski, who scored his second in 2 games since signing from Blackpool and Langley. It was quick free kick from Owen Holloway to sort of send Josh Gibson scampering down the right hand side. Good little cut back to the right back. Sorry, Craig's not here. I check my phone when he's doing talking, but he's not here. To right back Mark Foley, who put a cross across the box, and who was there at the back post but Masinkowski to tap home to make it 1-0 to Romsey. Fleetlands, a bit of a smash and grab really. The game sort of came to life. Romsey had a few chances, come close to adding into sort of second, but then after 26 minutes, Fleetlands equalised. They have looked dangerous in corners, to be fair. A corner into the box. One of their players got his head onto it. Good save by Miles Bartram, tipping it onto the bar, and Nathan Gray was there to sort of head home his 12th goal of the season, so that made it 1-0. I thought that was how it's going to end at half time, but Aaron Scott put Romsey 2-1 up literally in the 43rd minute. Good bit of work by Hubert Sigielka, good play, set up Scott, good tackle from the defender. He got the rebound first, put it into the bottom corner past Matt Gregg to make it 2-1, and then literally into injury time, Nathan Gray scored his second goal for Fleetlands, his 13th for the season. A breakaway and down the left hand side, good cross into the box, and Gray was there to finish. Good tidy finish past Bartram. It's actually been a really good game, so 2-2 at half time.
Oh, well played.
Nothing right! Police! Go on! Do it!
Just not enough game minutes. It looks like it's gone one side. Wow. Yes, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that lad next week was done.
Oh,
Wessex
yeah.
fans.
And then the following week I'm going to Goodison actually. Oh, it's nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You need a striker, right?
Huh?
You can't believe you haven't signed a striker.
Oh, Doug. We've needed one for about 4 or 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Andy, for all, give us a few thoughts about the game.
Obviously, really disappointed. You know, to lead and then you know, to be pegged back through, I think, mistakes. Not necessarily in the final moments of the goals, but in the build-up to them, you know, putting the third back and the fourth as well. Obviously, you know, George unfortunately slipped at the crucial moment, and that kind of like sums up how our season's gone. So yeah, obviously bitterly disappointed. You know, 4-2 up at home, should really, you know, see the game out, sit in a little bit more, but. Yeah, and really to go and concede 4 isn't particularly great. You know, it's 9 goals we've conceded in the last 2 games, but taking the score and the result away from it, I think we played really, really well. We played really, really well on the island on Wednesday when other little bits did go against us then. But today, I can't fault the lads. I feel for them massively. You know, they keep working so hard for me, and you know, keep doing their best, and you know. And at the moment we just can't seem to get that elusive win, which I'm sure will, you know, hopefully kickstart us, and you know, we can see where the season ends for us in the league. Obviously, I think the playoffs are long gone now. I know that was our aim at the start of the season, and obviously certain things happen with players leaving, coming and going, and you know, some players taking a break from football, which is what happened here. So you have to navigate your way around that, and obviously your targets do change. So and ours have as well. You know, we've got a semi-final in a week and a half. Hopefully we can get through to another final, and we'll just finish the season as strong as we can, and see what happens.
Maciej Marcinkowski, hope I pronounced that correctly. 3 goals in 2 games for him. Good signing for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, there was the uncertainty at Blackfield with new manager coming in. Maciej knows a couple of the lads here, and also goalkeeping coach Tom Newman. So he's played a big part in bringing him in, and it's what we've been looking for. You know, we don't have a massive budget down here, so you know, we have had to rely on some young lads, but obviously that you get 1 good game with them and maybe 3 not good games because of the inexperience. Whereas you know, Maciej has come in and hit the ground running for us, and you know, we're delighted to have him here, and he's exactly, you know, what we've been missing really, and you know, showed with the 2 goals today, and goal on the island on Wednesday as well. So you know, there's a lot more to come from him, and you know, he's really happy to be here, and yeah, I'm really pleased to have him as part of the group.
Matt, give us a few thoughts about the game.
Yeah, it'll be the first one on Match of the Day tonight. 4-4, good game. Not an awful lot of quality, but an exciting game. You're difficult on the pitch for both teams. Sort of from our point of view, we didn't start well. We knew Romsey would come at us, which they did, and we conceded a couple of stopping goals. But we always felt that we could score and hurt them. You know, Nathan does well against Romsey and always has done. He's scored 7 in 2 games against him, so we were confident that the way he plays, we would get chances. But it's just disappointing then that we would get ourselves out of trouble and then find ourselves in trouble again. But it's a strange one for the lads, because we conceded 4 sloppy goals, but showed a lot of character, and you know, you can't be too harsh on it. And then a clear goal that was ruled out, and a clear penalty that wasn't given. So one of those frustrating games all round.
I suppose it's frustrating obviously getting into a position where you're 4-2 down, but showed good character to get the 2 goals back, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it, and that's what I said to the boys at the end. It's sort of bittersweet that they showed some really good bits, but then shown some not so good bits, and those are the bits that we need to work on. You know, we've come off the back of a really good run from October. You know, we hadn't lost till October, and then we didn't play for 2 or 3 weeks, which has hurt us a bit. And you know, it was nice to get a point. We would have liked coming here. I was hoping to get 3, but 4-2 down with 10 to go. With decisions not going our way, I was happy with the point.
You mentioned about the run you've been on. I mean, what's that, 1 defeat in the last 9? I think.
Yeah, it dates back a long time, and we've done great. You know, I took over after about 3 games, and we were bottom with 1 point, and now, you know, we're on the edge of the playoffs, which is what we want to do. The boys have worked hard. We just can't, you know, we've worked hard to get where we are, and we can't throw it away now.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Well, what a game that was. Finished 4-4 in the end. Romsey took the lead early in the second half. Good cross the box. Brilliant bit of play down the left-hand side by Zach early to put the ball across the box. Marseille Matsunkowski was there to tap home his second, making it 3 goals in 2 games to him since signing from Blackfield. They went 4-2 up with Hugot Segielka. Went round the goalkeeper just to tap it home, make it 4-2. He thought that was game over, but Fleetlands showed great courage to come back into that. Brilliant goal by number 11 Ollie Page, lobbed the goalkeeper to make it 4-3, and then the equaliser came from Nathan Gray. Bit of a George Pomeroy slipped, Nathan Gray went in to get his hat-trick, making that 4-all. Chances for both teams towards the end as well. Cross the box, begging for someone to tap it home for Romsey, and then it was a controversial penalty not given, and a goal disallowed for Fleetlands as well, so it'll be interesting to look back on that to see if there was actually offside or not. But it's an absolutely great game, wonderful day up the club as well, great people down here. So if you're on your travels going around picking a game, come to Romsey. Big things happening down here next season, I think. A lot of work going on behind the scenes as well. So, and also I'm really looking forward to my trip to Powder Monkey Park when we get the chance this season to watch Fleetlands at home as well. So brilliant game, brilliant advert for non-league and Wessex League football. So next week the plan is to head across to the island to watch East Cowes Victoria for the first time this season, and then after that I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at the fixtures and work schedules, and we'll see what we're going to do until Craig comes back. So here we are at the home of Romsey Town as they take on the visitors Fleetlands in Wessex Division 1. Both teams are in contrasting form in a minute. Romsey 7-win